Child Pred kidnaps 10-year-old girl from Roblox.
The man accused of kidnapping a California preteen he met on the video game Roblox, breaking his silence from behind bars.
I should have been more
They said breaking his silence as if he was the victim.
careful.
27-year-old
Should have been more careful.
Matthew Naval says he was misled, stating a 10-year-old girl he met in a 17 and older voice chat room on Roblox told him she was 18.
Yeah,
Bro, let's keep it a stack, bro. I'm gonna keep it a big stack with y'all. What girl over the age of 18 is playing Roblox on a day-to-day basis that isn't a YouTuber, a streamer, a TikToker, a content creator in general? What girl is over the age of 18 that plays Roblox on the daily that doesn't want to do any of that, doesn't want to be a content creator? Let's use our head real quick, bro.
I'm just gonna have to call cap on all of that. I mean, maybe the 10-year-old girl told him that she was actually 18 on the text-to-text communications on the game, right? Maybe she did pretend to act like an adult. These things happen all the time as kids don't want to come off as immature or too young when communicating with other players online.
I've never seen this meme so crispy, bro. What the?
But, bro, as soon as you mic'd up and heard this little kid's voice over the internet, online comms, how the fuck did you not notice the voice of a 10-year-old little girl? And by the way, the story gets even worse because this weird-ass child predator decides to pull up to this 10-year-old little girl's house, and after, quote-unquote, thinking she was 18, she gave him her address. Watch what your kids do online. He pulled up to her house.
Fuck, man. See, this is the problem with everything turning into online gaming, bro. They don't make solo, like, single-player games anymore. I mean, they do, obviously, but they don't really make a lot of single-player games or games that you can play with your friends, but not online. It's only, like, co-op in person. They don't make a lot of those no more. That's what I was growing up on. Shit, Dragon Ball Z with a Kaite 3 had the boys over. We would fight over that shit. Call of Duty was, you know, we still played that at each other's houses, screen watching and shit. Like, man, I miss those days. But still, it's like, you gave this random dude on the internet the address to our home, bro.
She came outside, and somehow this weirdo thought it would still be okay to pull off with her in his car after seeing her in real life.
They asked me if I
What does she look like?
Like, be more than friends. I was a little bit, like, hesitant because of, like, age or whatnot, but I was pretty much encouraged.
I'm disgusted.
Age or whatnot, but I was pretty much
He was gonna say I was pretty much curious. Nah, nigga, don't let it. We heard it.
encouraged.
I'm disgusted, bro. I'm fucking, like, I'm actually not trying to curse as much. I want to tone down the cursing, so I need to expand my vocabulary and articulate myself better. I am bewildered. I'm flabbergasted. I loathe people who act so oblivious when it comes to interactions like this. Like, my guy, you're on Roblox at the age of 27 years old with a platform that has a 99% population of kids, bruh. Like, let's be...
What did I say at the beginning of this video? What woman is over the age of 18 that plays Roblox daily? And I'm putting daily in there for a reason, because my girl has played Roblox before and she was addicted to it. What was it? Dress to Impress for like a week and a half, maybe two, and then literally she hasn't touched Roblox since. She still plays The Sims.
Be honest, bro. The majority of Roblox's population has to be under 14 years old. Like, let's be honest. And you really had the audacity to not only befriend somebody in the game, but actually say you thought they were 18, pull up to their house after they gave you their home address, saw them in real life. You still believed they were an adult? Like, can you not tell the fucking, here I am going cursing again, physical attributes between a 10-year-old girl and an 18-year-old woman? Like, can you not tell the see, again, I'm trying not to listen, I'm not buying it at all.
Naval says he drove hours from his home south of Sacramento to Central California to pick up the girl. On April 13th, police found her with Naval in his car.
So when did you discover she was 10 years old?
Ooh.
If you don't say upon arrival, you're lying.
I would say, because I'm sorry, it like sickens me every time I hear that age. I think when I was questioned,
he didn't find out she was.
Devil's advocate. Do I believe this statement I'm about to say? Absolutely not. But devil's advocate. A lot of younger girls out there are putting on makeup, experimenting with makeup, this, that, and the third. A lot of girls out there are trying to look older than they actually are. So devil's advocate, maybe she had on a ton of makeup. He thought, okay, maybe she looks a little young, but she said she was 18, so I'm going to rock with it. Devil's advocate. Do I believe that shit? No. Yes, I've seen girls wear makeup that are under the age of 18, 16, and they do look like they're older. I don't comment on it, but I'm just like, I see it. I can see like the thought, but bro, like you gotta draw a line at some point. Like there was this girl I saw the other day at work, and she was with a dude, and me and my coworker was like, yo, is that a child? Turns out the bitch was 20 something. And I'm like, bro, see, she looked mad young, but then there's the reverse of that where she like 14, 15, and she looking like she's like 19, 20 because of makeup. And that's why you need to clarify, especially on the internet, especially on a game like Roblox. You need to clarify how old this person is when you meet them. Like, yo, for real, bro, be real with me. How old are you? Because you really look young as fuck. How old are you? I'm actually 10. I mean, like, I can't even say my car. Get the fuck out of my car because I wouldn't be in that situation in the first place. But
was 10, right? When he pulled up to the house, he couldn't see that this was clearly a little child, a prepubescent child, by the way, quote unquote preteen. Bitch, I thought they were gonna
I'm saying, like, bro, but like, it's like she's 10. You can't look at a 10-year-old and think 18, even if she putting on makeup and shit. Like 10.
Talking about a 12-year-old. Turns out they actually were talking about a 10-year-old little girl.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like the girl was like 14, 15, or even 16 saying she's 18. Because then it's like, okay, that's just 2 years. It's still wrong, but like she can look like she's over 18 if she wanted to. 10?
Like, honestly, when I first saw this video, shout out to the person who sent it to me in the Discord, I almost thought it was a skit. But no, apparently it was uploaded 2 days ago to NBC News, TikTok. And you have this weird ass freak right here acting completely oblivious as if he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. Bro said,
So when did you discover she was 10 years old?
When I was being questioned, it's crazy.
I would say, because I'm sorry, it like sickens me every time I hear that age.
Does it? It sickens you? Yeah. We live in a sick, very sick world, and I don't know what else to say. I don't know how we solve these issues without literally clapping folks, bro. Like taking them to the Undertaker, man. Like fucking wiping them from the server, terminating them from this plane of reality. And genuinely, I don't see any remorse in this guy's face or eyes. He doesn't look disgusted to me. He just looks like, damn, I got caught, bro. Like, holy, I'm going away for a long time. Like, I don't think this guy really has any type of disgust or remorse about his actions. Like, it just baffles my mind how some people like this legitimately exist and we just allow them to roam the planet free and alive. Like, it's crazy.
Naval is facing 7 felony charges, including kidnapping and lewd acts with a minor. He has pleaded not guilty.
It was just holding hands in some sort. She's pretty much holding hands most of the time.
No sexual actions, no sexual conversations?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, so you were just holding hands with a 10-year-old girl. And as for the 7 charges, lewd acts and whatever other material you captured with this 10-year-old girl, that has nothing, you didn't do any of that, right? No evidence to support that. And again, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the look in this man's eyes, bro. Like, and where are the parents, bro? Like, yeah, predators exist out here. They always will. See, this is why I hate on modern parents. You guys suck. Not all of you,
hey,
but a lot.
Bro, he not fucking lying, bro. He not fucking lying. Again, I agree with what he's about to say, saying not all of them, because I've seen some modern parents that are like actually like dope ass people and are really good parents. But bro, I also see those parents that just stick an iPad in front of their kid and that's it. Or they're in a public place like a mall or some shit and they don't have eyes on their kids at all times. I have this one story of I used to work in the mall. This lady lost her toddler You know where where we found her toddler? On the 3rd floor of the mall. The store I worked at was on the 1st floor of the mall. How the fuck did your kid get up to the 3rd floor without you ever noticing he was not by your site or even in the store? Insane, bro.
A lot of you do. Look at the way your kids operate just freely online in the world. Open and vulnerable to predatory behavior like this. Like, genuinely.
I'm not sticking an iPad in front of my kid, bro. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not sticking an iPad in front of my kid. Yes, will my kid own an iPad? Probably. But I'm not going to be one of those parents that be like, here, we're out in a public, like at a restaurant or something. Here, take this iPad and just disassociate from the conversations, disassociate from the family time, all of that shit. Here's an iPad. Fuck no, nigga. You're not bringing your iPad out. The iPad's not leaving the fucking crib. Sorry, I hate seeing that shit.
What is wrong with you? Stop giving your kids unfettered access to the internet. You think just because they're playing a little video game 2, 3, 4 hours a day that it doesn't open them to the possibility of predators contacting them? Like, bro, if you're a parent, do better. Limit access to 1 hour a day supervised, especially if they're under the age of...
And like, I'm sorry, I keep going back to this iPad thing. It's like I've seen people do that shit at arcades too. I mean, like, can you even fathom that? You bring your child out to an arcade and you're like, here's your iPad. Play with the iPad instead of the games in the fucking arcade. That's why I was like, bro, the iPad's not leaving the house. The iPad is going to be something that's in-house only. I'm sorry. Or if we have like a long road trip, yeah, you could have the iPad. iPad stays in the car. You're not bringing that shit into the hotel. You're not bringing whatever maybe I'll let it depends. Maybe I'll let you bring that shit to the hotel and like have yourself some things, but like, because I'm gonna bring a laptop, my girl probably gonna bring her laptop, stuff like that. That's fine. I'll probably let it happen. But then if we are on a vacation, we in a hotel, that iPad's not leaving the hotel. Because you need to be out. You need to know what it's like to be like live in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that was my last straw. Like, at a restaurant, I'm like, I personally wouldn't do it, but like, whatever. In a fucking arcade, actually crazy. You want your kid to play on the iPad more than they play on the arcade games.
13.
That shit is crazy.
Then you have people in the comments saying, what do you mean by being more careful?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, man. Somebody else said, so he pulled up and saw her and didn't realize she was 10. Like, seriously. Somebody said 27 and Roblox is wild. Like, bro, the only reason I can excuse you for being 27 and playing Roblox is if you have a little cousin, little, sister, little whatever in your family members and you want to kind of like play with them, on some familial type shit, or if you're a parent or whatever, or if you're a YouTuber and you're making money off of it, right? To entertain your child fan base. But even then, we already know the history between Minecraft YouTubers and Roblox YouTubers, being weirdos too. Amanda said he knew, obviously. Dominique said upon immediately seeing her, he would have known she was a child. On top of that, a 10-year-old still speaks and acts like a child. There's a zero way he didn't know, obviously. I'm saying,
bro, there's no way you pulled up, saw her, and was like, yeah, she's over 18.
Like, this guy is crazy, man. KK said,
I know I play devil's advocate, but like I said, I don't believe that shit.
Yeah, man, in a video game, this man's, I'm not advocating for anybody to die in this video. YouTube, please leave me alone. Drea Brielle said, him trying to manipulate everyone there into thinking he's a good guy. Bye. Kyra said, it sickens me when I hear that age, as he's literally smirking. Literally, he was. Jessica said, so he can't tell the difference between a 10-year-old and an 18-year-old.
Like, that's a lot of years. That's a lot of years.
Crazy world we live in, man. Anita said, don't let my mom see this shit. Don't know what that means. Grand Rhino said, nah, bro. Obviously, no. KK said,
maybe
it's
that's
a
the 10-year-old who plays Roblox and he's like, don't let my mom see this.
He knows what he's doing. Facts. Tina Marie said she might have lied about her age, but when you went to her house and you saw her, you knew her age, then so why didn't you leave? That is the big question. Why didn't you leave? And at the back of our minds, we all know why he didn't leave, bruh. We know why. Why was he playing Roblox at 20?
I mean, look at him, bro. This is a 30-year-old man. Look at this fucking hairstyle, bro. God damn.
bro. I'm not saying you can't, but I'm saying it's very strange. You have all kinds of shooters, Call of Duty, Minecraft, World of Warcraft, games that older people can play instead of some pixelated ass fucking Nintendo 3DS looking ass fucking game named Roblox. Shout out to all the people who play Roblox, but I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying it's kind of weird. And we all know why. It's kind of disgusting to say it, but
I got requested to play Roblox, and that was the only reason I even touched that shit. I don't play Roblox.
He wanted to prey on her, bro. That's as far as I'll say in this video. He wanted to prey on her, bro. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is the world we live in, unfortunately.
I mean, like, oh wow, he just ends it there. He don't even talk about nothing, bro. He just ends it there. All right, WVid, Mori. It's nice to see you again, Mori. I haven't reacted to a Mori video in like a week or two now. So yeah, it's cool to see you again, Mori.